Buddha taught that life passes quickly, like a flash of lightning in the sky, or like water falling from a high mountain. By contemplating the briefness and temporariness of this life, this helps us to develop a deeper appreciation for the meaning of each moment and each day of our precious human life. Also, for example, in the book How to Transform Your Life by Geshe Kelsang, he quotes Nagarjuna, a famous Indian Buddhist teacher from a long time ago, who said when we wake up in the morning, we should rejoice, thinking how amazing it is that my breath has sustained me through the night, that we get to wake up with another day of our precious human life. And we can consider all the wonderful things that we could put the moments of this life towards. We start to contemplate what is of most value to us and others. For example, later in this book, Venerable Geshe asks us to consider. We should ask ourselves what we consider to be most important. What do we wish for, strive for, or daydream about? For some people, it is material possessions, such as a large house with all the latest luxuries, a fast car, or a well-paid job. For others, it is reputation, good looks, power, excitement, or adventure. Many try to find the meaning of their life in relationships with people who are the objects of their desire. All these things can make us superficially happy for a short while, but they can also cause much worry and suffering. They can never give us the pure and everlasting happiness that all of us in our heart of hearts long for. You can check yourself if you agree, if you can recognize this to be true. Since we cannot take them with us when we die, if we have made them the principal meaning of our life, they will eventually let us down. As an end in themselves, worldly attainments are hollow. They are not the real meaning of human life. Each and every living being has within them the seed or potential to become a Buddha, a fully enlightened being. This is our Buddha nature. In Buddhist teachings, we have found the best method to ripen this seed or potential. What we need to do now is to put these teachings into practice. This is something that only human beings can do. Animals can gather resources, defeat their enemies, and protect their families, but they can neither understand nor engage in the spiritual path. It would be a great shame if we were to use our human life only to achieve what animals also can achieve, and thereby waste this unique opportunity to become a source of benefit for all living beings.